Hey, if you're new here, my name's Kelt, and I've studied violent extremism through the lens of human intelligence for the last 18 years. And while I'm still sick, there's something that we need to talk about. Today, Tulsi Gabbard announced that she's leaving the Democratic Party. In doing so, she released a 1-minute, 20-second-ish statement. So I'm going to play that entire statement, and then let's play a game that I like to call Spot the Dog Whistle.
I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution, who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality, who demonize the police but protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding Americans, who believe in open borders, who weaponize the national security state to go after their political opponents, and above all, who are dragging us ever closer to nuclear war. Now, I believe in a government that's of the people, by the people, and for the people. Unfortunately, today's Democratic Party does not. Instead, it stands for a government that is of, by, and for the powerful elite. Now, I'm calling on my fellow common sense, independent-minded Democrats to join me in leaving the Democratic Party. If you can no longer stomach the direction that the so-called woke Democratic Party ideologues are taking our country, then I invite you to join me.
Did you catch them? There's multiple, but there's two main ones that I want to talk about. She goes strong right off the bat. Global cabal of elite warmongers. If you've watched or listened to any other of my content, you already know that the words global cabal is a dog whistle. In dog whistles, the words global cabal directly translates to Jews. This comes from the New World Order conspiracy theory, which is directly based off an anti-Semitic Russian book, The Protocols of the Elders of Zion. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion and the New World Order conspiracy theory claim that a secret cabal of Jews are secretly behind everything, pulling the strings and controlling the world. Think the Illuminati conspiracy theories, but the people who believe the New World Order version of it believe that the Illuminati is only made up of Jewish people. This is one of the main dog whistles used by neo-Nazi white supremacist organizations, and is their main justification for not accepting Jewish people as white, and their main reason for viewing Jewish people as their enemy. The New World Order global cabal conspiracy theory is like the foundation of the QAnon conspiracy theory. The second dog whistle is the lines anti-white racism. This is essentially the tagline of the Great Replacement conspiracy theory. And because most conspiracy theories stack on top of each other and expand, is an add-on to the New World Order conspiracy theory. The Great Replacement conspiracy theory states that multiculturalism and diversity is just a plot from the global cabal, aka Jews, to cause a white genocide. That by being accepting of other cultures, that means white people will have less and then eventually be completely replaced. This conspiracy theory is especially dangerous because this conspiracy theory fuels active violence against minority communities. The Buffalo, New York shooter was a believer of the Great Replacement theory. This shows that Tulsi has gone into the mindset of a white supremacist QAnon believer. And many of us saw this coming, especially with her being a featured speaker at CPAC this year. During her time at CPAC, she stated she felt right at home there. She felt right at home at a conference that just last year shaped its stage like a rune used by Nazi SS and modern-day white supremacists. And this year at the Dallas CPAC, one of the featured speakers was the Hungarian Prime Minister who actively spoke out against race mixing. It's no wonder that someone who feels right at home in those environments would now be promoting white supremacist conspiracy theories. So remember, listen to what people say, and when they tell you who they are, believe them.